beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-July right through to mid-August 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, you are currently being governed by the best houses for success, okay? Your 10th house is currently influencing you, and that is all about ambition, the energy to forge ahead with your projects and aim for the top. Now, success is guaranteed when you have this house on your side, so you'll feel like taking the initiative to really be bold and make some moves forward in the direction of your bigger dreams and goals. Your 4th house takes over from that, and that's all about stability, financial stability. Some of you may feel compelled to work from home or try to find a career where you can work from home during this time. Also, you may contemplate a career where you can be your own boss or become an entrepreneur, or just have the freedom to live life on your own terms. Now, during the 4th house, it does indicate that you will have some family responsibilities to connect to, or maybe some personal obligations that you may need to take some time off work for. But I feel like you'll move on and reschedule and restructure your working environment around it, so I don't feel it's a biggie. Also, your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes takes over from that as we move into August. Now, this house connects you to the law of attraction, but with the 10th house also present, you'll feel inspired to be productive and make things happen, as well as use the tool of manifestation to really make things become a reality for you as well. Now, also, some of you may reach out to certain friendships or networks, or even feel like collaborating on projects during this time. The internet may also play a very important role in your career in order to expand on opportunities or, broaden your reach in your career as well. Now, I'm just going to get the rest of your cards. But what I can see here is that there is long-term success for you. I feel some of you may even sign a lucrative deal over the next 6 weeks. There could be something big coming in for you as we move forward. I definitely see that some of you right now, you may even be wondering how that's going to happen, because you may be asking bigger questions in your career, and there may be something that hasn't been working very well. I mean, I see lots of portals for you opening up, and I definitely see success here, but I feel it has been hard won. It has been hard going. And there may have been like a repetitive cycle in your career where you just felt like you're just constantly doing, and you may be like, when does the rewards show up? I feel there's some aspect of your career right now where you're about to gain some success or a breakthrough, but I feel there's just some unclear energy coming through where you may be questioning your path, or you may feel a little bit of doubt as to whether you're on the right path, and I feel like you're asking those bigger questions as well. So I'm just going to go and clarify these cards. I mean, with the hammer present, it's really interesting because it does mean there may be something in your working environment that you need fixing. I mean, it could be your schedule, to make sure that there's, free-flowing energy where you're really organized, but also have more time for you. So you may actually look at changing your schedule in some way, just making sure that you don't waste time, or that you are being able to express yourself creatively in your career. I definitely get a sense here that you're inspired to either start something new, or you're desiring some sort of spontaneity or a little bit more excitement in your working practices. And some of you may have even felt a little bit of lack of motivation or inspiration recently, but I feel like you're taking things to the top. I really feel, I mean, you've even got the last card is the Emperor, which is about being in a very powerful position. It's about owning what you do. I mean, it's even an Aries card. So I really get a sense that you're coming into your own and you're stepping into either a leadership role, or you're actually a boss, or you're really bossing up this month. I feel like you're really taking things to the next level. However, your protagonist energy is the clouds. So I feel some of you may be literally a little bit more cerebral this month. The clouds can be like ruling the head. So you may be really trying to work out the next steps in your career, doing a bit of strategizing for the long term. But I really get, it literally says doubt, hesitation, confusion, unclear, dark thoughts, negative, and hidden. Okay. Now, the fact that we've got the Ace of Wands and there is a keyhole, some of you may actually be working on something new that you're really not telling anybody about. Could be a new project that you're formulating, or a new plan that you have, or you're inspired to create something and you need a little bit of privacy to really focus on it before you reveal it to anybody. I really get a sense here that behind the scenes something is bubbling up for you, and you may even doubt whether it's going to work, but I can see with the energy it's really going to work very well, and I see a lot of success attached to this as well. Okay, now when we have interesting, we've got Neptune as this card, and it's really about seeing through any illusions, being honest with yourself. If something's not working in your career, it's important to address it, because you'll just sit in the energy and it'll just continue to escalate, and you may feel, it's difficult to change your circumstances, but I really get this sense of you taking action and changing things, making adjustments in your career to make things work in a more streamlined fashion for you. I'm going to pull a card on that clouds energy, because with that and the tunnel, I feel there's something here that has been very difficult, or you've been struggling with in your career, and you're trying to resolve it. It could be a relationship with a person in your working environment. It could also be that perhaps you need a breakthrough on your career in some way, and you just feel like it isn't working right now, or it's not happening for you. But I see portals of change occurring for you in your career, where there is a major breakthrough, and I feel like you're stepping through like either a new door, or you're stepping through into new energy where things look brighter for you long term. 8 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you are walking away from a position because you feel either it's not paying the right money, or you feel that there is no job security in this position. I feel like you're trying to build a life of comfort and wealth. And with the 8 of Cups there, something's not fulfilling you right now. So I feel you're perhaps going through a period of reflecting on your career and examining, shall we say, or even re-examining where you've been in your career, where you are right now, and where you might go in the future, or what you need to do, what steps you need to take for you to be on the right path. Okay. Now, what I see here is the outcome energy sees you on the right path. But with the 8 of Cups, it can indicate that some of you are either thinking about changing direction, maybe starting a different career, or even branching out into the same sort of sector, but perhaps a different department or a different area of expertise in your career in some way. And I feel like you're searching for something you feel is missing right now. It may be that you're feeling a little bit unmotivated, or you may feel that you've hit like a glass ceiling or a plateau in your career in some way, and you just feel like you want to take things to the next level. There's an eclipse here, and eclipses tend to be uncertain energy. So I feel some of you are maybe uncertain about some changes in your working environment. Now, this could be if you're working in an office, for example. There may be new structures, new people coming in to govern. There may be merges, or, you may even hear within your career sector of job losses. okay, during this period. But I really see that you're ahead of the curve, and you're someone who's very inspiring. You have a lot of incredible visions, great ideas, and I see actually that wherever you work, I feel they actually want to elevate you. They see you as an asset to their team, but there's something about what you do right now that you are wondering whether you are happy where you're at, okay? And with the Eight of Cups, I feel like some of you want a little bit more freedom or creative freedom. So even if you're staying where you're at right now, you may be really contemplating your journey and just wanting a little bit more freedom of expression in your working environment. With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel this is a card of conservation. I really feel like you're looking at where your energy flows and your attention goes in your career. I feel maybe there's an energy here of protecting your position in your career. That's what I'm picking up on, that you are building a life of wealth, comfort, and security. And some of you are thinking about either setting something up from home, because the Queen of Pentacles is to be predominantly domestic, or something that occurs in the home space. I really feel like you're being really resourceful with the talents that you've got, and you're looking at your investment in your career. But if there's something, even if it's a branch of your career that perhaps is not working for you, I feel that you're going to be streamlining your attention and cutting out things that perhaps don't serve a purpose in your career any longer. Queen of Pentacles does tell me that you're going to be able to save a little bit more than you expected over the next couple of months. Even if there's been surprise bills, I really feel what you pay out, you're still going to get a little bit more this month, or you're going to be able to attract a little bit more wealth this month as well. Now, I feel, of course, like everybody, there's a desire to create financial security for you and your loved ones. And I feel there are two energies coming through right now, and one of them is some of you may either take up a second stream of income, or you've got a new idea to start something up that will bring in more money, or some of you may be putting your resume out there to see if you can staircase financially in order to build more finances. You may even approach a boss, or get some advice from your boss or a leader that's in your company, if you work for a company, to see if there's any promotions available, or even a possibility of a raise. And if there's not, I feel like you're taking yourself elsewhere eventually in order to really benefit long-term by, it's almost like you're checking in to see if people value your skills, and if you feel like you're underselling your talents, and if you feel like you're not getting the fair amount of money for the talents you have. I see that you're finding an alternative opportunity elsewhere that will take things to the next level in your career, okay? And the other energy I've got coming through is that there is someone in your career, I mean, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, whether you work for an office or you work for a company, I'm really getting a sense that you give someone some really good advice regarding career, and this person later on down the line, they're actually going to pay it forward to you in a big way, okay? So I feel someone comes to you for advice. Remember, sometimes in certain industries, there's a cliquey energy, or people are really closed off, but I feel like you're very generous with the advice that you give this month, or even into the month of August. Watch out for that, because this person, they will pay it back to you. Now, you're not giving advice to get rewarded for it long term, but I feel there's someone here who does you a favor later on, and it's a big one. Okay, so, and it's because you gave really good advice to them. Now we've got the Ace of Wands. This is your protagonist energy, which means the first pile is how you're approaching your career. You are going to be inspired over the next couple of weeks. So if you have been feeling a lack of motivation, or you're feeling, that you have, there's an element with the star energy in your resistance position of negativity, confusion, or despair, or you really feel like you've been tested in your career recently, or just even tested by the universe. I feel like you're making a major breakthrough this month, okay? The Ace of Wands is not just to be inspired, but also to have a breakthrough. Something new and daring is happening for you in your career, and I feel like you're being bold enough to take the steps to make it happen. This is a time to dream big. I really get a feeling here of you turning your dreams into reality, and the Emperor energy sees you really bossing up or really owning those steps in your career. I feel like you are a natural born leader of whatever team it is that you will reside over. Some of you, as I said, will set up your own business, or you have your own business. You're building security, and I feel like you're enterprising. There's an energy of expansion here. You have a lot of original ideas, and they really want you to be aware of this card. Okay, I really get a sense here that things are bubbling away in secret, or you've got some visions that you are having recently. Pay close attention to any new ideas that come on in, anything that sparks your creative juices, or you feel excited to get moving on. That is an indication from not just your heart, but also from your guides that you're on the right path. We do have the Ten of Wands. Okay, now the Ten of Wands can indicate, there is a new start. Something is ending in your career. It could be the way you approach something. It could also be that you are at the point of an epiphany, like suddenly realizing what makes you passionate, or there's a new project that you're clearing space for. I definitely see you being very productive, very busy this month, and I see that you are tying up like a project or something that's been in motion for a while, and you may be starting something new. Also, when you get the Ten of Wands there, this indicates that you are like decluttering in your career. I feel like you are focusing on things that are working for you and cutting out things that are not working for you, because I feel you have a brand new focus over the coming weeks. But I do feel there's this element of expansion where you're looking at things that, aren't working or are dead, or you've evolved from. And I feel like you're moving on and you're concentrating on growth in your career. Now, of course, we have the tree. It's in the resistance position. And what that means is anything that you found difficult. So it could be that stability you found difficult. If you've come to this reading and you do not currently have a job and you're in between jobs, I do feel like there's one being offered to you. It's very exciting. It's very creative, or it gives you an opportunity to have a creative approach to it. With the Ace of Swords, it's new. Okay, you've got two aces here, so I feel like there's something new occurring in your career that gives you the opportunity to use your authentic voice, have a major breakthrough, and fate is intervening to bring you an opportunity for doors to be opened for you over the coming weeks, okay? Also, with the Ace of Swords, it tends to tell me that you suddenly know what to do so that you can feel a little bit more in control of your career, gain more clarity, and with this understanding, you act on it, or you must act on it, okay? I feel you're trying to think of like the long game in your career. It says here, longevity, health, growth, ancestry, past life, deeply rooted, expansion, and slow. Now, because this energy here, in order to do something that you love and to like make it a success, most people may tell you it's going to be slow moving. Okay, but I feel like you're going to have an idea that will fast track you in some way to financial success, but also to a level that you're going to be really happy with. I just get this sense that, how can I put that? I feel like there's a window of opportunity opening for you that's going to surprise you over the next 6 weeks. Can you please show me what that is? Ten of Wands, something you've been working really hard towards. It's like you're nearly there, okay? It's like you're nearly home, or you're nearly figuring out where you belong in your career, or what is right for you, or even what's been weighing you down or exhausting you, because I do feel like you are exhausted and some of you are burnt out. And I feel like taking a pause or a moment to really recharge your batteries gives you an opportunity to open yourself up to a new adventure, or get your creative juices flowing, where you can like get back in the game and move forward towards your goals. With the Ten of Wands, it tells me that you are overloaded. You may have a lot on, and I am picking up this energy that's coming through right now, which some of you are not going to be happy about. I feel if you work for a company or for somebody else, I'm getting an energy of extra tasks or responsibilities that will be bestowed upon you, but they may not offer extra money for it, okay? I feel it could go twofold. One is it's an opportunity to upskill or add new skills to your bow, put it on your resume. But if you're not rewarded for it, I feel, or you already like know how to do these tasks and it's not rewarding for you in some way, I feel it's time to think about healthier boundaries in your working environment, okay? But with the High Priestess present, again, it can be that you are really busy working on something in secret. You're not telling anybody about it, and intuitively you will know when the right time is to act on it. The Knight of Wands is a very exciting card because it means that you are moving boldly towards your goals and you're making things happen. This is a card of enterprising, of having brilliance, and like I feel like you're making progress. You're in an exploratory energy, which I really feel connects to this card. You're exploring all your options or all your potential so that you can reach a climax and reach success. Okay, I do feel like there's more energy available to you over the next coming weeks as well to move forward on a project, make things happen. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, so you may have felt there's no opportunities to elevate in your career and you're trying to make opportunities for yourself in some way, or you're taking yourself elsewhere. That portal of opportunity is opening for you, a new door is opening, and I feel there's something coming in that's going to be offered. Okay, this could be a raise, it could be a promotion, it's financial. Okay, some of you may be feeling right now because the resistance position, the Knight of Pentacles, is in the reverse, which means something is not working. And it could be that you're putting a lot of effort in, but you feel the money does not reflect the effort that you're putting in. So I feel like you're making changes in your career to make that happen. And by the end of the month, or the end of this reading energy, which is mid-August, the Knight of Pentacles goes from this way up to this way up, which means your finances are working in a healthier way and you're attracting some sort of opportunity that gives you more money. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles does tend to mean hard work will pay off. You're proceeding with integrity, your perseverance will see financial reward, that you're in the flow of working effectively and efficiently and you're getting your tasks done, and those efforts will pay off. Okay, we do have the Star energy. It's in the resistance position again, like you got it in the reverse. So that tells me that you may have felt really confused about your path or moving forward, or you've been really tested in your career in some way and it's just made you feel really negative. I feel you're going to be inspired. Okay, and some of you may have even been unwell recently and you've had to take some time out to really focus on your health. You will be back to optimum best, but you must recharge your batteries and give yourself the time you need in order to be back to your best. The Star energy, this really tells me that there is a brighter future to look forward to, and whilst you can't see it right now, there are major restructures going on behind the scenes that will benefit you long term. For those of you who feel you're unappreciated in your working environment, you're going to be surprised. In the next couple of weeks, there is recognition and reward. I definitely see some sort of win occurring for you, or some sort of news that shows you that you're being very successful and that you are recognized for being very talented, very gifted, and appreciated for your skills. Also, the Star energy is about success, the spotlight being on you for reward. Some of you, if you are in the creative field, I feel there is public acclaim where you can even step into like, the public eye in some way. If you're setting up your own channel, or you're setting up some sort of like a social media platform, or you're connecting to a brand, I feel this is a really good time to shine your light and let your creative talents flow. And I feel like you will be rewarded for it, not just in terms of finances, but also in terms of that level of attention that will attract more and more projects and more wealth into your energetic sphere. I do see that you're working hard, almost like double time, and they're actually giving me 111 in the water for you. So 111. You may see this when some good news comes in, or you may start to see that number everywhere you go. They're giving me it. There's an energy of it. It welcomes fresh experiences into your career, seize opportunities that are being offered to you, and embrace they're giving me embrace the doors that are opening. Embrace the doors that are opening. So get new opportunities. I feel maybe even doors that perhaps you knocked on for such a long time to level up have been closed off to you, but now they're being opened to you. Okay. We've got the hammer. It says work, fixing, working on it, warrior, creation, or building. And it's planet Mars. So this is something in the works is being forged. Okay, but it is coming together, and I do feel that your passion is driving the way, and it is going to be a fully formed thing that will bring a lot of reward and success, but it is hard work. You don't need me to tell you that. I can see it in your energy. You are working really hard towards something, but it is going to be rewarding. Okay. And it really connects to fire signs, that card as well. We got the tunnel. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but it has felt like you've been working really hard with little reward for quite some time. But I do see this breakthrough happening for you. We've got hiding. And again, there's this energy of keeping something to yourself, working hard in secret, maybe even not sharing your ideas right now because they are really lucrative ideas and you don't want anyone to steal them. For example, if you're writing a book, you may... or a script, you may put like a watermark on your projects just to make sure that no one takes your ideas, or you may in some way copyright whatever projects you're working on right now, just to make sure that nobody, decides to make it their own. We do also have like finding refuge in dark times. So I really get a sense that if you're struggling at work, if there's someone here who perhaps is trying to dull your shine or take your ideas, I feel there is an ally at your working environment, someone who actually is in quite a high position. Actually, I feel like you have friends in high places, and this person, just drop a mention to this person, because I feel like they will make sure they sort it out. Some of you may even go to HR regarding an issue that perhaps you've been sitting on for quite some time. You may have not been talking about something. I feel you may expose something that's been going on for quite some time, and you feel now is a time that you need to let someone in authority know about it. Okay, if you're an entrepreneur, I definitely see that things have been a struggle for you, but things are about to change. There is a breakthrough. We have the trumpet, which is a major victory coming in for you, but also I feel this is about promoting your work, getting yourself out there, and really being confident in what you do. It says here, victory, resurrection, awakening, decisiveness, inner calling, and forgiveness. And I feel with that fire flowing there, it's really about you allowing your passion to inspire others, but also move towards your goals, because I feel you've been at a distance from your goals for a while, but I do feel like you're going to get some evidence of you making progress in the next couple of weeks. Now, also, some of you may even return to something that you used to love doing, maybe something you're thinking about doing for a while. And I feel like you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience in some way in your career. But with the Ace of Swords, I feel like you're putting your new ideas into practice, and I really get a sense here that you're getting clear about your direction. Suddenly, as I said, you know what you need to do, but there's a major breakthrough coming for you. This card connects to fate and the law of karma, that all things that you've been working really hard towards, it's like a boomerang. There's some goodness coming back to you, but you may have felt like that boomerang had gone out, but it's never returning. But I feel like you're going to see evidence of prosperity occurring for you. You can expect quick results. The pace starts to get a little bit quicker as you move through August. Most signs are slowing down then, but I feel like you are starting to speed up and elevate. And as you can see, we've got the umbrella, which represents you being protected in all of your endeavors, any new ideas. I feel the universe is actually offering you either a new project or a new opportunity that you will embrace and sign contracts in before the end of August, actually. And I feel it's a very lucrative move forward. But also with the Ace of Swords, what I'm getting is some of you, for example, if you work for yourself and you've had some unwellness or you had to have a procedure, it's important to take the time you need to heal so that you're back to best. What they're giving me is that you're going to almost make up the money in a shorter period of time. It's like the universe is sending you a little miracle to help you gain more in a little period of time. Okay, that's what's coming through there as well. Now, we do have the Emperor, which is about totally bossing up, being successful, stepping into a leadership role, and protecting your position. So I really get a sense here that you are dominating the working environment, and I feel, I mean, some of you are being stricter with your time and your focus this month. You're being really organized, and you're really thinking about your 5-year plan. And I really feel like you're reaching your goals. This is also a card of asking for advice, or even seeking advice from like videos online of how to do things, just so you can add different strings to your bow, gain more knowledge, maybe even a new craft or skill. But ultimately, I feel like things that are developing for you, you're going to hit the target, and I feel like you're going to be very, very successful in your career. Some of you may even hear on like the grapevine of a new opportunity or a new position that becomes available, and it's a secret, but I feel like you are privy to this, and it gives you an opportunity to be ahead of the competition and step into that leadership role or step into a role of responsibility. But there will be more money later on, okay, is what I'm seeing. Later on, there'll be more money. I'm going to pull a card on that. I do see a lot of you are going to be very busy, and you do have a lot of tasks, both administrative tasks to do. The Emperor energy is a card of ambition, so I feel that you're using your intelligence and your dedication, your drive to be victorious in your career. You're not giving up. And even if you lost your way or felt a little bit confused about your path for a while, I feel like you're getting back on track. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is, for some of you, I feel you've hit a plateau in your career in some way, and I feel that you are putting a lot of effort in, and you just feel like it's not rewarding. It's just difficult. It feels like there's either a shortage of money or in the career you're in, and you just are wanting to take things to the next level. So I feel some of you may have to leave something behind, and there's a new offer coming in. I mean, it could even be that you are going to move to a new branch of where you currently work, and they offer a little bit more money. I feel it's almost like your money plateaus for a little while, and then suddenly it picks up. So if you're putting a resume out there for new opportunities, I feel that's when you get this new opportunity with more money. But if you're staying where you're at, I feel like the money plateaus for a while. And then later on, like in the year, there may be a bonus that comes in, and then on from that, I feel like there's a raise that comes in as well. But I feel if you're staying where you're at, I feel like there's a bit of a slow movement on more money. But if you put your resume out there, I feel like there's more money elsewhere. That's what I'm picking up. I got to be honest in the energy of what I can see, okay? Also, if you're an entrepreneur, I feel some of you may have gone up for a big project or put yourself out there in some way, and it didn't work out at first. I definitely see that you will not be disappointed when you try again, because actually there is something much more rewarding coming in from the universe, an unexpected surprise that is very generous, that will see more money coming in, more abundance, okay? Now, your final cards, we have Cutlery, and it says here, business tools, needing more money to live well, or living well. You will be living well. We've also got food related, sole provider, and more work. So some of you may be setting up your own stream of income, but also some of you may be looking at your energy levels and how you approach your environment. And if you've been feeling a little bit low energy recently, you may look at your diet as a source where you can, cut out anything that's making you feel bloated or lethargic, or, even if after lunch you tend to have that, energy slump, you may be looking at the food sources that you're having that actually enhance that, and you may change your diet in some way to make sure that you are working at your optimum best. Also, we've got Ring, which is your financial commitments, but a contract coming through. Long-term investment is what I see here. We do have partnership, working together, and a fulfilling career. And if things are not fulfilling for you right now, I definitely see you moving away from some sector into something new that is more rewarding, both emotionally but also financially. And we have butterfly. So that is a really important energy, because it means after a period of feeling a little bit lost, or that things have been dormant or stagnant for you, things start to take off. It says sudden change, frivolous spending, short-term, arts, movement, temp jobs, fun work. So I really get a sense. Also, if there's a networking opportunity, I feel it's important to go to it, because being a social butterfly, I'm getting an energy of you meeting someone who can help you with your career, okay? Or even give you a hot tip in your career that will benefit you long term. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of in their career? Can you please show me? What are they meant to see? I just heard, I'm taking it to the top. I'm taking it to the top. Now, it wasn't something that was sung. I just heard the words, I'm taking it to the top. So whether that's you're going to the top in your career, or there's been a problem that you've been experiencing and you're taking it to the top, either to a manager or to HR, I definitely see that it goes in your favor and success is yours, okay? It says here, despite the frustration, you're on your way to making all your dreams come true. And I'm definitely picking up on that. I didn't want to have these cards that come out for you, the clouds and the tunnel, but they came out because there's something in your career right now that is really frustrating you. And I feel you're going to find a solution to that, and it's going to work in your favor. Realize you have all the qualities to be a leader. You got the Emperor card, which is leadership. You're a natural born leader, okay? You could have got any card in this deck. Let go. I mean, really let go. There's something better on the horizon. I promise you it does get better. But you actually got a leadership card, which indicates setting up your own business. You'd be really suited to that. And if you have an entrepreneurship, you're going from strength to strength. Also, if there's a promotion available, which I feel like there is going to be one for you, you're going to take to that like a duck to water, and you're going to be a very fair boss, someone who's really respected. It says you will find your place in the world even when you don't know how, because the universe is orchestrating opportunities behind the scenes. You're not even aware of the opportunities that are coming in for you right now. There is such a brighter future to look forward to, and I'm actually excited about your career. But right now, things may feel a little bit stagnant or a little bit, remember, like sixth house energy, where you're just like in this humdrums working habit, repetitive cycle. Okay, but remember, this month and into August, your 10th, 4th, and 11th are really giving you that spark that you need to move forward in your career. And it says there's still time to change the road that you're on. It's never too late. Now, whether that's you're branching out, having new ideas, or even starting afresh, changing direction in your career, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. And I really get a sense that whatever direction you are taking, you're on the right track to making your dreams become a reality, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a rune before we close. They've only given you one. Interesting. You got the home ruin, but this is really about either working from home, but also this rune really connects to the mountain that you have to climb to get to where you want. And it's so interesting that I heard you're taking it to the top, because I feel like you will get to the top of that mountain, okay? Remember, sometimes it does get a little bit lonely at the top, so it's really important to nurture any business relationships with your colleagues or people who are going to be important to your career long term. If you're saving for a property and you feel like you're never going to be able to buy a property on the wages that you're on, I definitely see a new opportunity coming in for you where you will be able to do that. Some of you may even go into real estate, okay, and I feel that would be also of benefit. But when you get this rune, it really does indicate that you're in a secure position, and that yes, things may have been a bit of a struggle, but you are on the up and you're protected and redirected. Should there ever be any sort of form of rejection in your career, you'll be directed to something better long term. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. This reading was very complex. I feel like there's a lot going on in your career right now and you're having lots of ideas and wondering which direction to take. So I do apologize if you felt it was a little bit all over the place. I read energy, so I really do feel that in some areas it was a bit scattered, but I feel in the next 6 weeks you will have so much clarity and things will become apparent regarding your next steps. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, and love and light.